Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you a story. So I was in the hotel shuttle, the one that takes you to the airport. It was the first shuttle going, so it's like leaving at 4 o'clock. I get in, they let me know a few more people are coming. It's about 4 more people come. Young man sits next to me and he says, "Good morning." I say, "Good morning." I think I said good morning first. Yeah, because he was entering, but he had great manners. He told me where he was from. He asked where I was from, and I told him, and he said, "Are you kidding? I was just thinking, I've never met anybody from Delaware." And I was like, wow, now you have. Isn't that amazing? And I was so glad I was the first person he met from Delaware, because usually when people meet you and they find out you're from Delaware, they say, "There's black people in Delaware?" And I was like, So I was his first person, so now he thinks Delaware is black people. He doesn't think that. I'm sure he doesn't. I don't know what he thinks, because that's his story. Anyway, so the young man asks what I do, and we talk about what he does. And it was wonderful work that he was doing. He's risen up in the company that he's in, and he gets to travel now. And he was very excited about traveling, and he's been to every one but 11 states, and he can't wait to go to those. And so he was asking about my work, and I was telling him some of the places he'd been, I had been, and I was telling him some of the factories that I'd been able to explore and be able to go on tour and see. And yes, you signed those non-disclosure agreements, and we were laughing about that. And he was like, "Well, how in your work as a sociologist do you get to do that?" And I said, "Well, there are many reasons: work engagement, diversity work, which brings about engagement." And he was like, "I could see that. I could see that." He's a young white man, and from northwestern Indiana, but really curious and really curious and wonderfully inquisitive and bright. And it was just fantastic talking to him the short ride we had. And so he said, "Oh, well, I get that. Like, you could use Maslow's hierarchy." And I was like, "Maslow's hierarchy? You mean the one he took from indigenous people?" And he said, "That came from indigenous people?" I said, "Yes, but you have to flip it." And his eyes lit up like a kid at Christmas morning. He was like, "So you mean self-actualization is the most basic need?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Over safety?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "You can see it, can't you?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "And you'll never be able to unsee it." And he was like, "Wow." I said, "Yeah. So you can see how when I know who I am, safety is not the issue." He said, "No, it isn't. Community becomes the issue. Unity becomes the issue. Building something better." And he was like, I, ca- we got out the van, getting our luggage and everything. I'm getting my tip out. He's getting his tip out. And then he gives me his card. And he says, "I would love to continue these kinds of conversations, please. Could you please get in touch with me?" I said, "I will." It was such a joy to see that light go off for him so quickly and so deeply. I know we're going to get there. I know we're going to get there. But we don't know enough about ourselves. And if you don't believe anything else I'm telling you, you need a mirror to see yourself, and we are each other's mirror. I love you.